Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. You've just witnessed West Ham win 3-1. Yes, you have heard me correct. West Ham beat Leeds United 3-1 to give ourselves, and we were safe before the game took place today, but we did it our way, and I think that was the key part for me. Let's do it our way. That was the big thing, turn up, do a job, keep the momentum going as we move into the biggest game of our modern life as West Ham fans. Couple of players getting goals who potentially, are they farewell goals or are they not? I don't know. What does it mean for some of these players moving forward? But as typical West Ham style, we started the game off really, really slowly. But you can't help but think that there are players that are kicking into form. A few players were rested. It was a mix of, normal 11 players starting and your kind of fringe players starting as well. Noah Gerrds, Noah Antonio, just to name a few. So a few changes within the team, but essentially the team showed up. They've done the job they needed to do against a team that are fighting for every element and ounce in their skin, trying to stay safe in the Premier League. But what I will say is, making a judgment as an outsider looking in on the Leeds United situation, it really doesn't look good for them. It really does not look good for them. I don't necessarily think they turned up today. I don't think we really gave them an option to turn up today. I think they really struggled with everything that West Ham threw at them. And also, I think I'm kind of proud of our performance today. I think West Ham done a stellar job in front of goal and caused them a lot of problems. And that's good. Like I say, I'll always go back to saying that when West Ham turn up on our day, we are really hard for any team to beat. And I know we were mathematically safe, but this game could have been another one of those games where it doesn't mean anything to West Ham. It doesn't mean anything. A bit like Brentford, but it was just a completely different game all round for us. Here's some interesting stats for you, though. That's something you may not know. The game ended with West Ham winning 59% possession. 59% possession to West Ham at home. Leeds United had 41% possession. West Ham had 19 shots at goal to Leeds United's 12. 9 shots on target to Leeds' 3 on target as well. We had an expected goal range of 2.18 in this game, but it really was a good all-round performance from West Ham. There's going to be so many talking points. This man gets on the score sheet. Declan Rice, another goal in a West Ham shirt. Is this his last game at the London Stadium? Who knows? Let me tell you his individual game stats. He played the full 90 minutes. He got himself a goal as well. He had 83 touches. He had 90% pass completion rate, 65 accurate passes from 72 attempts. He was successful in 5 of his 7 attempts at long balls, so well up there in 80%. He had 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot was blocked. He was successful in 90% of his dribbles attempted. He was also successful in 90% of his ground duels won, 50% of his aerial duels won. He only lost the ball 8 times, and he made 3 clearances. A colossal performance from Deckers in the middle of the park. Of course, before the game, Declan Rice was awarded Hammer of the Year again in a West Ham shirt. The guy will go down in history as one of West Ham's best ever midfielders. What a performance from him. That's him celebrating, run away, doing his slidey with a putting his hand on his head and doing the whole kind of this one. Really, really good performance from him today. Key players involved today are Paqueta. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say about this guy, but he's really the key that unlocks many doors for West Ham potentially moving forward as a club. He played the full 90 minutes. He got himself 1 assist. He could have had a couple of more goals and also a couple of more assists, but you ready for this one? 102 touches in the game. Let me just tell you again, Declan Rice had 83 touches in the game, but Paqueta just runs all over the park. I'm looking at his heat map right now. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. His heat map is absolutely ridiculous. He's all over the park. He is all over everything he does. He just gets involved everywhere. We're about to go live to the London Stadium as well, so you can join us for that. He had a successful rate of 81% of successful passes, 3 key passes in the game, 4 long ball successes from 7 attempts. He had 1 big chance created with 2 shots on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked. He was successful in 6 out of 10 attempts at dribbles moving forward. He missed 1 big chance. He won. I mean, I'm going to read these following stats out to you. He had 21 ground duels. 21. Let me just give you again a comparison to Declan Rice, right? Declan Rice had 3 ground duels. And I'm not trying to compare the players. I'm just trying to tell you how much he gets involved. Declan Rice had 3 ground duels. He was successful with 2 of them. Paqueta had 21 ground duels and was successful with 11 of them. He does not care. He gets stuck in all the time. He has no problem getting stuck in. And I love it. I love it. I love that type of player. He won 4 aerial duels from 6 attempted. He did lose possession 26 times, but that's the style of player he is. He's a creative player who does get forward. He made 4 tackles, 1 interception. He was fouled several times, but he is just an all-round West Ham top-notch, fantastic footballer for us. Now, I want to give also another shout out. I said it before, he's been under a lot of criticism this season, and it's the man Tommy Souček. I saw a different Tommy Souček today. I saw a Tommy Souček that was forward-thinking, that passed the ball, that made overlapping runs, that was looking for opportunities to get forward, to work as a team, as a unit. Let me give you his stats for the game. 90 minutes he played. He had 61 touches. He had 72% accurate passes. He had 46 touch passes, and he was successful with 33 of them. And that's what's interesting. Lucas Paqueta had nearly double the touches to what Tommy Souček had, but he was very effective at the job that he did in today's game. I'll tell you why. He was successful in 50% of his ground duels, and he won more than 50% of his aerial duels as well. He did lose the ball 15 times, but he made 3 clearances, 3 interceptions, and 2 tackles in the game. So you can see that midfield trio just kicking into gear a little bit moving forward. So it's really exciting times, you could say, for West Ham as well. Jeff Linton's in the house. I'm going to jump through some of the other players in a second. Leeds United should have put away their chances in the first half. They'd have won the match easily. I disagree with you, mate. I really do. What an end to the season from Gary Page. Michael Blaze, we showed Fat Smassaurus how bad Leeds are and could have had 6. They tried to walk the ball in at times. You are correct, mate. And Jeff, I think you need to have a look at that game again, mate. Don't you be watching Match of the Day, because you certainly aren't going to enjoy what you see, especially if that's your comment you made to us. Hello, everyone from Lexington, Kentucky, USA, from Lawrence. Good to see you. We are massive, mate. 40 points on the board, but it looks like potentially a team could stay up with really, really low points this year. A freak year. How do Fornals get to play over the right side at times? I think Fornals went everywhere. He's another player. Actually, let's talk about Fornals for a second. He played 89 minutes today. He was substituted at the end. He got another fantastic clap from the West Ham crowd. He had 68 touches in the game. He was successful with 81% of his passes. He had made 3 key passes. He was 50% accurate with his long balls as well. 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked. He won nearly 50% of his ground duels. He won nearly 100% of his aerial duels. He lost the ball 18 times, 1 clearance, 1 interception. You name it, everything was there. Right, listen, I'm going to bring in DJ Russie B live from the London Stadium. So, Russ, hope you're well, mate. Listen, one thing I need to tell you, my earphones have broken. I cannot hear a single word that you are saying. So I'm staying in the background. I'm going to let you take over and I'll bring up comments, but I can't hear. So I'm going to put on YouTube and listen to you via YouTube. Okay?
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Russ of the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Obviously, West Ham 2, Leeds 1. We've taken forever. Peter Jones is up there with his wife. We've taken forever to get out of the ground. Sorry. Yeah, 3-1, was it? 3-1. 3-1, not 2-1, 3-1. I forgot the third goal. Lanzini scored. First half, Leeds came out the door. You knew they would come out the gates early doors. Second half, I thought we looked a lot stronger. I thought we looked a lot better and had a really good go at them. I mean, you saw what happened. You saw the likes of, Declan scored. Obviously, Lanzini scored. It could be the last times we see both of them play in a West Ham shirt. The question around Declan Rice's sort of behaviour, if that makes sense, to sort of, see which way he's going, was quite interesting. Obviously, when he scored, he fell to his knees and everyone sort of piled in. But then he did a little, he took his, as soon as the game finished, obviously he went and did his bits and bobs. And then he came out with his little baby and his nephews as well, did a semi lap of honour, and then had to go in and actually had to be presented with the Supporters Club trophy by Andy Reid. And then after that, he then went to do his duties. Yes, I did. I did play Cotton Eye Joe. Yes, I did. Play Cotton Eye Joe, Free from Desire, all the classics. Also played Ain't Nobody, obviously with Lanzini. And when Declan picked up the Hammer, Supporters Club Hammer of the Year trophy, we played Ice Ice Baby, of course. Apart from, I felt really sorry today for Danny Ings. Did everything apart from bloody score, bless him. Thought Danny linked up really well actually today. For someone who can't play up front of his own, I thought actually today was a really good game for him. I thought he played really well. It was nice to see him on the goal score sheet. To be honest, we could have got 5 or 6 today. For some reason, we were being really generous. Like when Paqueta was through, he could have easily scored, but he squared it to Rice, and it didn't really work out. Alan says, Paolo shows here how good he is when he's given free rein. Yep. And possibly a look into the future with him dropping into midfield a little bit more with Paqueta. It's one option coming up if we need to. And so I just thought it was a bit. I thought Leeds just saw. There's Eddie Gray over there. Former Leeds manager and player. I thought Leeds looked a bit out of puff afterwards. You know it. I love that record. Of course, we played Sweet Caroline. We played it all. We even played the West Ham United song, which I love, and the Tony Perry West Ham Jungle is Massive. Played that one. Played them all. Holly was very complimentary on my DJ skills, which was nice to see. But yeah, it was just it was a typical end of season game. Do you know what I mean? It was a little bit pedestrian sometimes, and in the last sort of 10-15 minutes, it was particularly pedestrian. I thought Leeds just looked out of puff. Big Sam's got a big job there. It's going to be a hell of a weekend next weekend with all 3 of them potentially staying up or potentially going down. So, and whatever happens, you've got 2 really big clubs are going to be going down. Southampton are already down, so whatever happens, 2 really, really big clubs. I actually really like the Hampton formation. Performance was still buzzing. Good to see Yuri. I was a little surprised when I saw the lineup. I thought we maybe were a little bit too strong, given Thursday's escapades. But fair play. I thought they may have been one or two more substitutions. I thought Rice might have got substituted. Obviously, Lanzini came on for a little bit. Paqueta came on for a little bit. But I thought Rice might have come on. Literally for the last 10 minutes or so, just to get a bit of a clap. So we've had a raft of people subscribing to the channel as well, so thank you very much. Almost 17,000. We almost got 1,000 in about 10 days, which is mental. Thank you, Christian. Bravo, West Ham United. Indeed. Now, obviously, everything points to the game. Oh, there he is. Bowen, thank you. Great goal. I thought Bowen played really well today. I thought he played really, really well. Paqueta, there's Lanzini. Great moment for Lanzini to score at the end as well. Unfortunately, both of those goals, the Bowen goal and the Lanzini goal, the whole bloody VAR thing again. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It takes forever. But it was nice for Lanzini to score, nice for Declan Rice to score. I thought Bowen deserved. I thought As I said, I was gutted that Ings didn't score. Really gutted. What do you see? Do you think Leeds can get relegated? Yes, I think they can. I think Everton has still got a bit about them. I think Leicester have gone, and then it's one of Leeds or Everton. So, and they've both got very similar managers, haven't they? Really, they've both got sort of brash British managers. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see it, but it'd be really interesting. I think the fact is, I think advantage is to Leicester. Although saying it, I think advantage might be to Leicester because obviously we play Leicester the last game of the season. We have a little game in Prague 3 days later. So I wouldn't be surprised if you had almost a Brentford-esque side for that one. Tuesday 14th, that is where I predicted. Can we hang on even past Wolves? Well, we hit the 40 points, which is great. Quite possibly, we could finish on points with Chelsea, can't we? I think. They're on 43. So, I thought what was quite funny actually, when they're doing the lap of honour, Moisey was quite funny. He kept on going up to the crowd and going, like, one more game. It's not, you've got 2 games, you've got Leicester. He's forgotten about Leicester already. It's almost like I've completely forgotten they've got to play Leicester next week because he was like, one more game. So, look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's, as I said, I imagine you may even see Mbama get a run out against Leicester. And maybe the likes of Freddie Potts, things like that. Nice to see. Connor Coventry was doing a bit of a walk around. He was doing a bit of a run around pre-match, obviously assessing fitness levels and stuff. So that was nice to see. Completely forgot about Connor Coventry. But yeah, it's weird when there's no one talking back to you. I quite like it. I'm alone with my own devices. And I can just wander off. Yeah, now it all just turns, as I said, next week, again, a bit like that Brentford game, real hindrance. 43, who would have thought of that? Well, I think a lot of us would have probably thought of that at the beginning of the season, in all honesty, Alan. Maybe not halfway through the season, but pretty much at the beginning of the season. I think we all probably thought that would have been nice to have got something on the board. Obviously, famously hit the 40 points today. And I just think it looked, although Leeds went one up, I thought we controlled the game quite well today. We controlled it quite well. I thought we looked confident. Paqueta, some nice touches, almost playing a little bit like a testimonial at times, I thought. Particularly a few of those drag backs. Definitely a few of those drag backs. But it was great to see. Got the fans up. And now we just wait and see, don't we? Is Moyes saving his job? That's the question, Lawrence. I think it depends. Obviously, we've heard conflicting reports. We've heard reports saying he's gone. We've heard reports saying he's leaving. He's going to retire. We've heard reports saying, no, it's all bollocks. No one actually knows. No one actually knows. And we'll only find that out probably after the 7th. Shame we can't finish yet. Well, unless we absolutely trouse, absolutely put loads of goals past them, past Leicester, and they have a real stinker in their last game. But I think there's just a lot of questions need to be answered. There's lots of indecisiveness as well in terms of Declan Rice. People take different views of what he was like at the end of the game. I still think it's 70-30, but that's just me. Right, I'm going to have to go in a minute because my signal's going to drop out. Just let you know, Anton, I'm going to have to go in a minute because my signal's going to drop out. And it'll be Dead Air is a Crime. But we will have Holly. We've got Holly's video coming up of Inside the Ground. We've got the Lap of Honour. That's there as well. That's coming out as well. And I don't know if Anton spoke about Monday, but we've got a really good guest on Monday night. So keep an eye out on that. I'm sure Anton will fill you in if he hasn't already. Hi. I can't hear you now.
So I know you're talking to me, Russ. I can't hear you, and I've got a delay from YouTube, so I need to sort out my earphones. But Russ, I'll let you go, make sure thing's going to drop out. So thanks very much for doing that. Keep your eye on the channel for Russ as well. We'll be doing reactions tomorrow, player ratings, you name it. Lots to talk through as well in terms of Declan Rice and Manu Lanzini. Russ, take it easy, mate. Top notch. Come on, you irons. Just going to quickly jump through the last couple of comments. Shame we can't finish above Chelsea as they had a better goal difference. If City stuff Chelsea, we could finish above them. Moyes is Ofsky if you believe Football Insider. Adam Cook for Nels was brilliant today. Just needed a run of games. Just love him. Lawrence says, Crazy Alan, we had a good month or so better than we finished last year. Did Dex look like he was saying goodbye, Russ? I mean, listen, what we're hearing, especially from Holly, is that he didn't do anything different to what he did last year. He didn't have a baby in his arms, so that could have changed the way he waved, etc. But we will just have to wait and see as well. Anyway, that does bring an end to our day of Match Day Live. Keep your eye out for instant reaction coming from Holly and some videos from the stadium as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button and support the channel as much as you possibly can. Come on, you irons.